Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. 2014. What a glorious year. The fighting game community was being held together with what felt like duct tape and strings as we played the same games over and over again for years, waiting for something. One of which was the game responsible for saving the community in the first place, which was Street Fighter 4 and its many iterations. Super Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4. I'm pretty sure there was an arcade edition in there somewhere. Thank you for your service, Street Fighter 4. But the community was getting antsy. We were getting frustrated. We wanted something. We needed something else. And Capcom, being the torchbearers, the forerunners of the fighting game community, they knew that. They knew that we couldn't survive on Street Fighter Cross Tekken or another re-release of Street Fighter 4. Right? We needed something else. We needed sustenance. And deep down they knew. However, we didn't know that there was something on the horizon. Something was coming. Right? Until this day, I'm not sure we were ready for it at the time. I'm not sure Capcom was ready for it at the time. But these two words that Capcom gave us, it ignited the spark in every fighting game fan's heart. Those two words being, rise up.
Listen to the crowd. I'm about to make an entrance. Step into the arena with both of these fists clenching. These hands are registered weapons. You better keep your distance. I smack you in your mouth way before you can form a sentence. I'm nasty. Yeah, this is supreme power. Focus on my G, instantly defeating cowards. Who got next? Anybody wanna line up? Look around and not a single hand will rise up, cause I'm a champion. Laugh at any enemy, blasting all my energy at you. Better bring a companion. It won't take much at all for me to handle ya. I thought that it was over, but here comes a new challenger. I am a world warrior. Your skills are not holding up. I do it for the glory of being a champion. Being a champion. Come on.
Welcome back to my year of Capcom, guys, where every month this year I am making a video based on a Capcom game that I either like a lot or I have a lot to say about it. And this month, the month before Street Fighter 6 comes out, we're talking about Street Fighter 5. And Street Fighter 5 is an interesting case because it falls under both of those categories. I like Street Fighter 5 to an extent, and I have a lot to say about it. What does that mean? Stick around and find out. But while you're here, guys, do me a favor. If you guys like Capcom stuff, if you guys like Street Fighter, leave a like, subscribe, because there's going to be more Capcom goodness coming this year. I'm trying to hit 500 subs by my birthday in July, so please help your boy out. And yeah, without any further ado, let's talk some Street Fighter 5. Alright, so, as I alluded to in my intro, Street Fighter 5 is a really weird game, right? There's so much negativity surrounding Street Fighter 5, even though I don't think it's a terrible game. Like, it's very easy to fall into the trap of just listing the negative things about this game, right? Super easy, right? You're gonna see me do it a couple times in this video, actually. I bet money. Like, I promise you I will. But I want to focus on some of the positives, right? And immediately, we're looking at the first gameplay footage of the game, right? And I will say something about Street Fighter 5. Even in the early gameplay days of this game, it does trailer really well, right? It does trailer well. And that's a consistent thing throughout the entirety of Street Fighter 5. Even characters that I don't really care about, right? Like Birdie, when he was announced with Cammy, right? Or even later down the line, in like the DLC characters, like Ed. Dude, I watched the Ed trailer like 6 times, man. Just because the trailer was good, right? Street Fighter 5, it looks great. The graphics, they're not incredible, right? But they are consistent, right? Even with the early gameplay footage of this game. By the way, You're looking at the Nash trailer right now. I think this is the best Street Fighter V looked, right? After this trailer, the art style did, you know, I don't know what they did. I guess they changed the lighting. But Street Fighter V did have a very interesting look during the Charlie trailer, the Nash trailer. So, and I will say, man, it was consistent for the most part, right? Even through all of the multiple demos that we got where they were constantly updating the game. Speaking of which, we should probably talk about that, right? My love-hate relationship with this game starts before the gameplay demos, believe it or not, right? Because I had my hands on this game before the demos. Because Street Fighter V had multiple location tests, and I played this game like 4 times before the first demo, right? And it was cool, but very early on we were starting to see like an emerging red flag, right? The gameplay of Street Fighter V is cool, it's serviceable, but the longer you play it, right, the more the cracks start to show, right? And that's just something that everyone that has played this game for the 8 years it's been out, most people feel that way, right? And the first red flag of this, the first instance of this was actually during the demos, right? Street Fighter V had multiple demos. Excuse me, not demos, betas. The Street Fighter V betas, the legendary Street Fighter V betas, right? And the interesting thing about these betas is that you could play multiple characters in these betas, and each time there was a new beta, they would add new characters, right? Which was cool, right? Maybe your character appeared in the 3rd beta, you know? So the thing about these betas is that you would play the next beta, and you would discover that some of the crazy cool things that your character could do had been removed by Capcom, right? And this would happen multiple times, where it was really weird, and it kind of left a sour taste in a lot of players' mouths, right? That like, oh man, dude, I was finding all this cool stuff in the beta for, you know, Ken or whoever I'm playing, Rashid, and now the game is, you know, a month away, and my character doesn't have any of that cool stuff that I practice. Like, what gives, right? So that was a big issue. Oh, one positive, Capcom did reveal the first season of DLC shortly before launch, and that first season of DLC, not bad, right? Pretty good lineup, right? They had Ibuki, Urien, Juri, Balrog, and I think Guile, right? Oh, dude, and Alex. How could I forget Alex, dude? That's a solid DLC season right there, right? So that's cool. And then the game came out. And that's just the beginning. Because as launch day struck us like a freight train that had jumped off the rails, we all realized something simultaneously, that we actually didn't know what was in Street Fighter V. Okay? We had no idea what extra content was in this game, right? The short answer is, it was nothing. There was nothing in this game. Everything that we played in the beta, that's what the game was, right? This game launched so bare bones. So, dude, it was less than bare bones. It was nothing, right? Dude, there was no versus CPU mode. There was no arcade mode. Dude, there was no... The only thing that we could do, other than play people online, was play survival. We had to play survival, guys. No one wants to play survival just to get colors and fight money to use in the in-game shop. By the way, Capcom touted an in-game shop when this game launched, and you would be able to use your fight money to buy stages and colors and characters, so you don't have to spend your hard-earned money on the first season. I almost said Battle Pass. I had to stop myself. Right, so that sounds cool. You can use your fight money that you earn in the in-game shop, right? Wrong. That is incorrect, actually. Because the game did not launch with the in-game shop. That's insane, right? So we were all waiting just to use all this fight money that we earned, just playing survival. Oh, I forgot to mention, you just watched the trailer for the story mode. That didn't launch with the game either. They had to put that in way later, like months later. So to tide us over, they gave us these you guys can't see me, but I'm doing air quotes. Story modes. Air quotes, story modes, right? And it was like a 5-minute thing for each character. It was static artwork. And basically it was like 2 to 3 fights. And that was it. You could do this thing in 5 minutes. 10 minutes if you know, want to savor it. I don't know why you would want to do that. But, dude, it was horrible. It was the worst thing ever, man. And then eventually, we finally got our DLC characters, right? Because Capcom got tired of, you know, their streams for the tournaments. By the way, Street Fighter V, definitely an esports game, right? Capcom, they were grasping at the straws to make this game work. So they were like, you know what? We're going to make this an esports game, right? And that is the legacy of Street Fighter V, unfortunately, right? But every stream that Capcom had for their tournaments, at the end of every tournament, people just spam the chat saying, where is the Alex trailer, right? And eventually they finally gave it to us, man. We got the Alex trailer, and even that didn't tide us over, right? The first season's DLC, it was good. We got the trailer for Akuma, that was good too. But then Street Fighter V slipped again, because after Akuma, the quality of characters for Season 2 just went downhill immediately. It was not looking good for Street Fighter V, man. It was not looking good for Street Fighter V. And then Season 3 happened, right? That season gave us every character that we wanted, right? Characters like Sagat, Sakura. I don't know who was asking for Blanca, but they got him, right? We got G, super cool new character, right? The season after that was fantastic. We got the boss characters, Gil and Seth, right? So Street Fighter V was making people happy for once, right? And it was insane to see that turnaround, right? And then we got the last season, which only had characters that we wanted, right? Oro, Rose, Dan, right? Dan came back, right? Dan has never been a good character, but we got him just because Capcom knew that people wanted him, right? And that was a big deal for us. That was a huge win for the Street Fighter fans, right? We got Akira, a crossover character from rival schools, right? A super popular character from rival schools, right? Awesome, right? And then to close out the characters that we got Luke, right? The main character of Street Fighter 6, right? Luke, he's a little bit of a mixed bag, right? Capcom tried to push him super hard, right? Hey, he's this cool new American character. He fought terrorism in the army, and he's a cool MMA fighter, right? You guys like that. As it turns out, no one liked that, right? They made him the strongest character in the game, so people got annoyed with him immediately. And yeah, I mean, Luke has his fans. I like Luke, right? I like Luke a lot more in Street Fighter 6. I like that they doubled down on him just being an idiot, right? He's not just some cool guy. He's a doofus, right? And we like Luke because he's an idiot, right? We can live with that. We can live with a goofy, dumb idiot main character. Cool. But yeah, that is the legacy of Street Fighter V, guys. How long have you guys been playing Street Fighter V? Leave a comment. Let me know, because I was there from the beginning, and it has aged me significantly. But that's the video, guys. Leave a like. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Next month, for the year of Capcom, we're doing Street Fighter 6. I'm gonna do a review for Street Fighter 6. I've been waiting for this moment since the year started. So, oh man, this video took a lot out of me, guys. It honestly did. Do me a favor, if you guys made it this far, leave a like, subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go lay down, so I'll catch you guys later. Peace.